Hi, man. Sure is a nice day out here.
Sure is. Hey, y'all hear about that expedition something another in Chicago?
Yeah, boy, I hear they got all kinds of science stuff up there and whatnot. They got people, live people on display.
No, they don't.
Believe that?
No.
Live people.
Hell no.
I can't believe it. I couldn't even heard it, man. Thought he's crazy.
Man, I heard they got the whole damn thing lit up or something. Some kind of electricity thing they got up there.
God, man, by God.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. I heard they got a daggone locomotive inside that thing. What do you think of that, man? What do you think?
Woo! No, they don't, boy. Hey, that place got to be big as hell or something. I hear they got all the PPR you can drink up there.
Hey,
Man.
let me get a drink of that.
Hey, you want some of this? Here you go, baby. There you go. Hey, I even hear talking some kind of spinning wheel they got up there you can ride. You pay your money and you ride, go round and round, something like that, dude.
You mean like a wheel of death or something?
Man, y'all some dumbasses or something, man. It's a freaking Ferris wheel. That's what they call that thing.
I wonder how much it costs to get in that place. What do you think?
Well, man, it couldn't be too much. I hear a bunch of our neighbors and shit in town. Like, I hear they be going up to Chicago, go see that dang thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, boy.
Well, what are we waiting on then? Let's get the hell up there. I heard someone say it only costs $13.05 to see everything in the whole place, man.
Oh yeah? Well, I'm sure we can scrounge up enough to get
Hell yeah, boy. Yo, let me go get my shoes or something.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to try some of that PBR.
Oh, dude,
I heard it won some kind of ribbon. By God, hey, let's go.
cheers up
Cheers
there.
right there, everybody. Let's go.
Our tour starts on the west side of the Court of Honor, standing next to the McMonnies Fountain and looking east and north from the Administration Building. The Statue of the Republic stands at the east end of the Grand Basin. Lake Michigan can be seen through the columns of the peristyle behind the Republic. As we move counterclockwise, looking southeast onto the Court of Honor from Administration Building, on the right, you see the Agricultural Building, which anchored the southern end of the Court of Honor, and it comes into the view in this picture. As we continue clockwise around the Grand Basin, we climb to the top of the Liberal Arts Building. Looking west, we can see the Administration Building, which we are just standing in front of. The 55,000 square foot Administration Building was designed by Richard Morris Hunt and served as the headquarters for the exposition. Staying atop the Liberal Arts Building, we see from the southwesterly view the South Canal, which sits in the center of the photo. Behind it are the Twin Spires, which is in front of the Machinery Hall. As we move to the ground for a moment, we have a full view of the Machinery Hall, looking southwest from the Liberal Arts Building. The 435,000 square foot Machinery Building was designed by Robert Swain Peabody and cost approximately $1.2 million. Among other things, the building's 43 steam engines provided electricity to the exposition. As we stand in front of the Liberal Arts Building, we look south across the Grand Basin at the Agricultural Building. The 400,000 square foot Agricultural Building was designed by Charles McKim. The building celebrated at least two things that made America great: agriculture and Schiltz beer. As we head further east from the Liberal Arts Building, we see the peristyle, the pier, and the SS Christopher Columbus whaleback ship, which is in the very back. Looks like a small dot from here, but this ship was modeled off the Christopher Columbus ship that was brought to America in 1492. As we look west from the northeast corner of the Grand Basin, the Liberal Arts Building dominates the photo, while the Electricity Building is behind. The 11-acre Manufacturers and Liberal Arts Building, designed by George B. Post, was the junk drawer of the fair, displaying both manufactured goods and historically significant art items. As we look west across the Grand Basin at the Administration Building, you can totally see how the Chicago's World's Fair was centered around the lights and electricity. As we look across the Court of Honor from Peristyle, the Electricity Building is located in the center between the Administration Building to the left and the statue. As we look west across the Court of Honor from Peristyle once again, you can see how water was the center of the Chicago's World's Fair. As the fountains were a main point in the Chicago World's Fair, Here in this image, you can see close up on the fountains and the sculpture of the Court of Honor at the Chicago World's Fair. As we look north from the southeast end of the South Canal, the Dome building in the far background is the Illinois State Building. To the right is the Electricity Building, which was designed by Henry Van Brunt and Frank Maynard Howe, and dominates the foreground. The Electricity Building was the ballet of the ball, not so much for its architectural design, but rather for its exhibits. The Chicago World's Fair occurred only 15 years after Thomas Edison had formed the Edison Electric Light Company in New York City. The first public demonstration of his incandescent light bulb occurred in 1879. Electrical power from Edison's Pearl Street generation station was made available to 59 customers in Lower Manhattan in September 1882. By 1893, electricity was not yet so cheap that only the rich will burn candles. Thus, the Electricity Building's electric lamps and elevators, electric fans and sewing machines were to be marveled at. As we have now made our way around the Chicago World's Fair, we are now at the start and ready to head out back to our homeland.
Wow, that was such an experience to go to Chicago World Fair. It seemed that I learned about things that I knew that never even existed.
I agree 100% with that, man. I walked into all these various buildings, granted, spectacle, right inside. I'm talking, learned something at this building, learned something at that building, walked at that building, learned something else. Hey, my knowledge went up 110% after that.
Tell you what, man, I fully agree with you. Every day we were there, man, I learned something new. I didn't want to leave. By the time I had to leave, man, I was getting sad.
Hey,
I don't want to leave.
I'm talking, that should have been a lifelong vacation, but you know it's temporary. They only put it up for a short period of time.
Good things only
Hey,
last.
once in a lifetime kind of thing.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
did you know that President Cleveland, he delivered the opening address at the fair?
You don't say.
I say so. Hey, you know after his address, man, push a button, whole place lit up. I'm talking magic. Magic at the fair, dude. One button, whole fairgrounds. Boom.
The whole thing?
Spectacular.
That's awesome, man.
Hey, views of a lifetime.
Wow.
Joe,
That's awesome.
what'd you like, man? What was your part?
Honestly, man, I like the transportation part of the fair. You know, it covered every science about the transportation, every method, and really grasped why transportation is such a powerful thing to progress civilizations. You know, it covered everything from vehicles to boats, even the railroad, and how successful the railroad was. Not only in America, but also in other countries, like Germany, France, Britain, all of them, even Mexico.
Wow.
What?
Man.
What about you, man?
Man, the electricity, I was flabbergasted by that stuff. You know, wowed me. Kind of hit me right here.
It's kind of scary though.
Kind of, hey,
Yeah, it jumped out.
that's the thing about
scary,
Chicago World's Fair. Started out, people were kind of nervous about new things, new electricity, tech. Shit, they had a Ferris wheel up there. Talking goes round and round. I rode it actually 2
Really?
times.
How was it?
Hey, 2 times. That's how good it was.
Hey, I hear
Hey.
you there.
You
You know
did
the
it.
Chicago World's Fair? First fair that was powered completely by electricity. They had their own building.
The whole thing?
Whole thing.
Good God.
Like,
Whole thing.
That's
I'm
nuts.
talking they have water fountains spitting colorful water out. Talking water fountains spinning 150 feet in the air. Like,
Lord, that's mind boggling.
that's what I'm
right
saying.
there, man.
Hey, the fair actually
that's crazy.
celebrated the 400th anniversary of Christopher Columbus sailing the ocean blue to America. 1492 it was.
Whee!
I believe so.
Man.
America.
America.
Hey, the General Electric Company actually powered it all. Used to be known as Edison Company. Took over the rights. Talking maybe a little bribe in there, maybe a little something. But anyway, opened on May 1st, 1893. We didn't get there then. We didn't get to see President Cleveland, but we got there. I'll tell you what, it was spectacular.
It was great.
Amen.
All right, man.
So great.
You know, 80% of all electricity in the world now, or in the United States, excuse me, is now going to AC. AC, I'm talking
AC.
alternative current, aka electricity.
That's what I like right
hey,
there.
we
I
are
like
not
that.
just progressing,
I
we
like
are
that.
modernizing up here in America.
Modernized.
Mhm.
I'm talking,
yeah.
we're just going, hey, just call us Super Hour. Chicago's World's Fair, put us right up at the top.
Put us on the map right there, man.
Hey.
I'll tell you what.
Hey, put
You know
us
what
at
else
the
put us
top.
on the map, man?
What is that?
All the live people we had at the fair, dude. The anthropological aspect, that fair, it was mind-boggling, man. They had
You
live people on display there, man.
No.
I'm talking about Native Americans there doing their thing from back when their forefathers came over here in America and they did their thing, man. They had the fishing, they had the singing, they had the dancing all down, man. It was
No.
spectacular. They made and sold trinkets to the passersby that come through there, man.
You
I'll
were
tell
trying to
what.
tell me right now, son, that they had live people on display
I tell
at
you
the
that.
fair.
Hey, man,
That's
I didn't
no
know
lie.
they had trinkets and stuff, man. I wanted to
They
give
did.
you one of them
Well,
trinkets.
by God, you should have went over there to Native American exhibit, man.
I should
They
have.
had one in all
Hey,
the states.
you
All the
should've-
states.
Hey, y'all shouldn't have pansied out and gone on the Ferris wheel.
Hey,
I'm talking, I'm at the blow
That
my
thing
life
was
on that
scary,
thing.
man.
That thing's too high for me.
Too
I'm
big,
not- I'm
dude.
not
230 foot?
Hey, we get
Nope,
the top and
nope,
I'm
nope.
talking smooth sailing down.
Oh, man. I
Hey,
ain't
hit it,
about
hit it,
all
hit
that,
it,
man.
man.
I ain't about all that. Man, they even had live animals here at the exhibition, man. They had 40 different live animals that
You
they
don't
caught.
say.
I do say. And put them in a herd. Had them on display, man. They even had the Battle Rock Cliffs, which is the cliff drillers in Colorado out there. They had the world's highest artificial rock mountain on display out there, man. I'll tell you what, dude. It was something
How they
else.
do that? You know how they do that
Man,
stuff?
I don't know, man.
I'm kind
I
of bummed I
don't
got
know.
stuck in the electricity. I loved it, don't get me wrong, but the stuff y'all are saying, man, there was so much more to view out there. Hey, that's only 3 aspects of the whole fair. I think we need to probably plan another trip before
Dude,
it's closed.
we need, you know what we need to do? We need to tell other people about this here fair.
You right,
That's
right
what
there,
we need
so-
to
Yeah,
do.
you're right.
We
Hey,
need to get out and tell everybody else how fun this was and let them know they need to go too.
Hey, but how we gonna do that though? How we
Hey, 1305, shoot, I'll chip in some money. I can scrounge up
I'm
some
down.
money.
I'm
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Hey, but I'm talking forward pay for them to take this trip. We need to get out, let them know, get in contact with us. Let's just start up a whole scene. Bring people, start up transportation up there. We need to bring everybody from the south up to Chicago.
You know
Yes,
what?
sir.
Let's do that right now.
Let's go.
Let's
Hey,
go. Hey,
Hey,
let's
come
go.
on.
Let's get
Come
on it. Let's go now.
We get it up close.
You want me to talk? Let me know when you're ready for me to talk. Come to the fair! Come to the fair! Come to the fair! 1893! Opening day!